Have you ever stopped to think about how you can lift a heavy box? Or how your body, right now, is fighting off millions of germs? Well, today, we're diving into your body's personal engine and its own custom-fit armor, the two amazing systems that make it all happen. Let's get into it. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, right? We just do it. Every single step we take, every texture we feel, every day we manage to stay healthy in a world that's just teeming with microbes. This is all thanks to some truly remarkable machinery inside us. So the big question is, how does it all work? Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine your muscles are the powerful, dynamic engine that drives every single one of your actions. And then you've got your skin, this tough, adaptable armor that shields you from everything the outside world throws at you. Okay, so let's pop the hood and start with the engine. Now, you have over 600 muscles in your body, but believe it or not, they all boil down to just three main types. This chart shows you just how perfectly designed each muscle type is for its job. First up, we've got skeletal muscle. This is the only kind you actually control on purpose, to walk, run, or pick something up. Then there's smooth muscle. This is the involuntary workhorse, doing its thing inside your organs, like your stomach and intestines, without you ever having to think about it. And finally, the really unique one, cardiac muscle. It's found only in the heart, and it's built to just keep on working, nonstop, for your entire life. And you can really see the difference in their structure right here. Look at those long, striped or striated fibers of the skeletal muscle. Now compare that to the, smooth look of the smooth muscle cells. But the cardiac muscle, that one's interesting. It looks like a hybrid of the other two. See, it's striped, but it's also branched and all interconnected. That unique structure is exactly what allows your heart to beat in a perfectly coordinated rhythm. So we know the different types, but how does a muscle actually create movement? It all comes down to this absolutely fascinating dance happening at a microscopic level. At its very core, it's all about contraction. Here's a key thing to remember. Your muscles don't push, they only pull. When their fibers shortened, they tug on tendons, and those tendons then pull on your bones. It's like a super efficient system of levers and pulleys. So how does that pulling actually happen? Well, scientists call it the sliding filament theory. It kicks off when a nerve sends a signal to these tiny protein filaments called myosin. That signal tells the myosin to literally grab onto another set of filaments called actin. Then, the myosin pulls the actin inward, kind of like a team in a game of tug of war. After the pull, they release, regrip, and pull again, repeating this whole cycle to make the entire muscle shorter. It's an incredibly elegant and powerful microscopic dance. Okay, check this out. This image is like a Google Earth zoom in on your own muscles. We start with the big, whole muscle, then we dive into the bundles of fibers inside, and then we go all the way down to see those individual myosin and actin filaments. Everything you see here is perfectly built to perform that microscopic pulling action we just talked about. I mean, it's just brilliant design. All right, so engine covered. Let's shift our focus to the outside, to your armor. The skin, or what's technically called the integumentary system, is so much more than just a simple covering. I mean, just look at this list of jobs. Your skin is your #1 defense against bacteria. It keeps you from drying out. It's packed with sensors for touch and temperature. It literally makes vitamin D from sunlight, and it helps control your body temperature. It is an incredibly active and versatile organ. Now, to handle all those different tasks, the skin is built in 3 main layers. So let's take a quick tour, starting from the outside and working our way in. The top layer, the part you see, is the epidermis. Just below that is the dermis. This is where you'll find all the key stuff like blood vessels, sweat glands, and hair follicles. And then at the very bottom is the hypodermis, a fatty layer that gives you insulation and a bit of cushioning. This table really breaks it down nicely. That epidermis on top, that's your tough, waterproof shield. The dermis in the middle is like the command center, handling temperature control and giving your skin its flexibility. And the hypodermis at the bottom is your body's built-in insulation, energy storage, and shock absorber. See? Each layer has a totally distinct and vital role to play. Okay, so these systems are amazing, but let's be real. No engine or armor is perfect. Both your muscles and your skin can run into problems when their normal functions get disrupted. When it comes to the engine, a lot of problems trace back to those nerve signals. Remember the signal that kicks off a muscle contraction? Well, it's delivered by a chemical messenger called acetylcholine. If that chemical signal gets messed up, it can lead to things like involuntary contractions, spasms. And in really serious cases, it can cause a total inability to move, which is known as paralysis. And of course, your armor can be breached too. We've all dealt with some of these, right? Common stuff like acne is just caused by clogged pores. Allergic reactions can trigger those itchy spots we call hives. But a much more serious threat is skin cancer, which happens when the DNA inside your skin cells is damaged by ultraviolet, or UV, radiation from the sun. Let that just sink in for a second. The exact same sunlight that helps our skin make essential vitamin D can also cause the DNA mutations that lead to cancer. It's a really powerful reminder of the delicate balance our bodies are constantly trying to maintain with the world around us. So when you really think about it, these incredible systems, your engine and your armor, are working around the clock, 24/7, to move you, protect you, and keep you healthy. Which really leaves us with just one simple question to think about. What's one thing you can do for them today? Thanks for tuning in.